Hugh Donnelly, Leitrim Ladies manager. We're here at a senior championship game. You're scouting players. How has your last few months been? It's a bit strange.
Yeah, it's a bit surreal, to be honest. But look, it is what it is, and we've got to work around it. From my point of view, what we've done is we've kind of frozen all training and let them go back to their clubs and let them enjoy their club football and club training, and we'll reconvene in mid-September, and we'll take it from there. Just.
You're here at a club game between St Francis and Kiltubbard. I suppose this really is all you can do, is kind of look at players and keep seeing if there's anyone that you can add to the squad. It was big enough to start with.
Yeah. Well, look, listen. There's you've always the possibility of a few players moving on or for various different reasons. But I suppose it's always good to see what's out there. And this is my first, real opportunity to get around the clubs and see who's out there and see is there anything else that I can add to and look for these key players who will add something to the panel. So it's it's enjoyable. It's good to come down and just relax and enjoy the games and see what's there.
Have you seen anyone that you mightn't have been aware of before the lockdown happened?
Oh yeah, listen, I've been very impressed with a lot of the players that I've seen. I suppose the big thing for me and key for me is consistency. Can they do it on a week-to-week basis? So that's kind of what I'm gearing at. I'm trying to look at different games and myself and some of the background team around different games, and we're trying to maybe draw up a possible number of players. So it's just, let's see, can they be consistent on a weekly basis? And there's some cracking games in that senior championship and intermediate games and stuff. So it's just about, can they do it week in and week out?
In terms of the senior championship, the intermediate championship, when it does kick back into gear, the draw took place a couple of weeks ago. There wasn't really much focus on it at the time because I think people probably didn't quite still believe it was going to happen. We're inching closer to that. So the club championship's up and running, football's back. What's your idea of the draw now? Are you happy with the draw?
Look, listen, it's a tough draw. It's probably the toughest group of all of them, to be perfectly honest, but it's an excellent opportunity for us to go out against a team who has been beaten in the last two intermediate All-Irelands and Down, a team that's pushing really hard in Division 3. So it's a great opportunity for us to measure ourselves, because at the end of the day, our objective is to try and get out of Division 4 and progress and play better teams and play at a higher standard of football. So it's going to be a fantastic opportunity for us to go out and express ourselves and you never know.
The league campaign had been very, very impressive at the very start of the season. What's happening with the league now? Will that be played?
No, that partly is shelved, and it'll be just a jour again next year, which I thought was a little bit premature from the county board to do, because you had my own thinking, and I think a lot of the girls would have been that you finish one competition before you start another. There's a lot of teams who, I suppose, possibly got out of jail, teams that might have been facing relegation, but the likes of ourselves and Louth and Kildare and teams like that who were maybe pushing for promotion. So it's girls have worked really hard this last 6 months and bought into something, and that just carpet has been taken from underneath them, and it's a small bit frustrating on that front. But look, again, it is what it is. The health of the people and family members and friends and stuff is really important. So look, you gotta take it.
How much contact has there been between yourself and the players while you haven't been able to gather them together for group training?
Look, just the same as every other team, possibly, Zoom meetings and online and stuff like that. But as I said, I've been trying to let them switch off now this last number of months and let them go enjoy their club training, their club football, and we'll reconvene come September and we'll take it from there. Just.
You've managed to see probably most of the teams in the senior grade at this stage. Are you happy with the standard of football in the clubs here in the county?
Oh, most definitely. Look, in any given day, any team could have a bad day at the office and whatnot. And so far, I suppose week one was possibly two mismatches, the two games that I went to. But outside of that, I suppose there was a rustiness coming into that first week of games as well. A lot of teams and a lot of players hadn't been out and getting game time. So as the championship is progressing, as I say, it's getting a bit more exciting, and it's coming to a conclusion. So it's exciting stuff.
Well, listen, let's get back to watch the players.
No bother. Thank you very much.